Just start. Guys ready?
Yes, we've been ready.
I've been trying to fix this. I'm sorry, Michael. This is happening.
No.
He's not sorry.
So, hello everyone. Welcome to Quest Unplayed. Quest Unplayed. Yeah, this is already recording, guys, because we are actually facing a technical issue. I don't know what's happening. What's restream? Go get it right. Restream. Anyways, we have just started the podcast. Quest Unplayed is a podcast where the three of us plus a guest just talk about anything and everything about games, and especially talk about the indie game devs game. And today's quest is joined by Anthony,
Hello, everyone.
Zach,
Yo.
and we have another guest, Mike.
Hello.
Sorry. Sorry, this is happening right at the moment when we're about to record, because everything was working until I pressed start, and then it was like blip. Everything's going south.
He says that to everybody.
No, I don't. But anyways, yeah. So I think we're ready to have fun.
Oh my God, I've been having fun all day. Let's do some more.
So we're just gonna be skipping the sponsor part. I'm just gonna read it. This podcast is sponsored by Minimap, as you guys already know. Minimap, you can sync your gaming accounts and connect with other gamers and just track everything you have played in all the different platforms and have fun together. Yeah. So,
and don't forget to do your line. You got to do your line.
The Ultimate Gaming Hub.
Yeah.
Minimap is the Ultimate Gaming Hub.
The Ultimate Gaming Hub. Yeah. If you're not on Minimap, are you even alive?
So, how is everyone doing today except for this stupid technical issue?
Oh, that's not nice. That's not very. The technical issue is trying to live too. Okay.
No, it's not. It doesn't. It can go away.
I'm dope. What about you, Anthony?
I'm eating a cracker.
He's eating a cracker. Is it a saltine or?
Yeah, salty, of course.
No, a saltine. What kind of cracker?
This cracker, seaweed.
All right.
Okay. You must not know. There's many different types of crackers.
It's round.
Oh, is it a Ritz cracker? Sounds like a Ritz, brother. Yeah, that's a Ritz.
Why are you guys trying to dig deep into the cracker thing?
We used to say if we went to a kid's house, what's that one cracker that's rectangular and it's kind of buttery tasted and it's real good?
The one that you have to dip it, that you dip with the cheese and with the little red stick?
I can't remember the name of it. It comes in a green box.
I don't know.
We used to always say, if you went to that kid's house and he had that, we thought he was rich. We're he's definitely rich. He's got the good crackers. He's got the good stuff right there, man.
The good stuff.
Right. I've had crackers in a white box that literally say crackers on it. It's pretty good. Yeah, it was that government cracker.
Sorry, we're all over the place. How are you doing, Michael?
I'm doing good.
How's So you said you're from Australia, New Zealand, one of those.
No, Australia.
Australia, right,
Oh.
right. All right. Wait.
Yeah, Perth, Australia. So
They have a rivalry. Don't do that.
No, they
Is it
don't.
summer right now in Australia?
You ever call an Australian person a Kiwi? They lose it. They lose it. I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
Is it summer or spring right now in Australia? I don't know what the weather is.
The weather, it's we're just coming out of winter.
Yeah, exactly. So it has to be spring then.
Yeah,
How's that
but
feeling?
it's still raining very much here.
Spring into summer. What is happening right now?
What is this?
We're going. Woo!
Doesn't
Three, two, one, go.
Doesn't work. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. I tried again, but
Nice
anyways,
try.
but it's
Nice
okay.
try.
We're all recording on OBS, so it doesn't really matter. But anyways, so how's
Doesn't really matter.
how's spring there in Australia? Because in Korea it's getting very chilly. It's crazy cold.
I was pretty good. The weather here in Perth is weird because I feel like it's all delayed now. It used to be the cutoff for winter was pretty sharp, but now you kind of still feel winter maybe 2 months into spring and stuff. So yeah,
Okay, that's
Nice.
I mean, because I think my favorite season has to be spring because like summer is coming after this season, so it's still gonna be warm. But like fall, like the weather is very like the best weather, single-handedly best weather. It has to be fall, but like winter is gonna be coming soon, so like oh gosh, I gotta pick out all my winter clothes again, and put my t-shirts all over.
I could do autumn and fall my whole life, mate. Right.
I don't.
I love.
You ever seen
I
that one
love.
person who wears a hoodie in summer?
Yeah, they're called Midwesterns. It gets cold at night.
Dude, I'm from Midwest, so I don't do that stuff.
I'm from Wyoming, and it would get like 80 during the day and like 30 at night during the summer, just out of nowhere. Just like, oh God, your nipples are hard. You got to cover them. They'll get cold, my guy.
All right.
And then they rub against your shirt. It's not good.
But I don't know. Like winter is okay, but like it's just I hate it. I hate like wearing like thick clothes and like being in the subway all over the place and like people are like wearing these thick jackets and stuff. Like we're just squeezing.
You know, like all the bulkiness.
Oh heck no.
Subway, the Chicago subway system. How in the world do you have reception on the phone underground?
Do they have like little Wi-Fi hubs down there?
No, like actual reception. Like you could actually make a phone call while underground.
Wait, you can't make phone calls underground. What are you talking about? In Korea, it's like the most common thing in the world. Like
we're in America. We're in America.
New York, it feels like we walk. It's like concrete right above our head.
That would be like a miracle if we had anything where near as advanced as probably South Korea or Japan. They're like, yeah, those guys are in the Stone Age. We'd like to not be able to make phone calls underground.
How's Perth? Like, how's the I've never been there. Like, but I heard great things about them. Like, is it all like very city-like, or is it very urban-like? Or
it's very small. Like we're, I guess, relatively new. Like a lot of the stuff has still been built maybe only like 100 years ago. So like, I mean, I just came back from a trip from Melbourne, which is the first time I've left Perth, and like, it was crazy the difference in like Melbourne. The city goes on for like, you could drive and you're pretty much still
never stop driving.
You're still going through the city for like half an hour or an hour, but Perth, like you got like 15 minutes of a drive and then you're out of the city. Like it's done.
Okay.
It takes you like 45 minutes to get anywhere in San Antonio, and another hour to get somewhere else.
Yeah, I think. So I just have a quick question. Like, as an indie developer yourself, like, does your surrounding actually, take a big role when you're designing the game itself? Like, for example, you're from Perth, so like, I was just wondering, like, if you actually take in a lot of things that are like in your daily life into the game.
I think a little bit. Like I know there's like a few different elements in the game that I designed specifically around like Australian things. So like our game is obviously about like being in a world that's like got all these miscellaneous stuff in it. So one of them, the main character actually just starts the game by waking up on his bed, which is like a PowerPoint plug, and so like that plug is based off like an Australian outlet. And so like the environment and stuff, I've tried to get like the sound design and like the bird sounds and that type of stuff from just like my backyard, and there's Australian sort of birds as well. So I think it definitely impacts the game in that way. And then obviously like living in Perth and living in Australia, that definitely impacts the game and its production, because there's different funding opportunities that we have to go through here. There's if you live in Perth, it's very small, so there's not as many opportunities here. So like there's different networking things that you have to consider there too.
I mean, I just like, because I always wonder. I know that. Like, just because, like, for example, like, since I'm Korean, like, just because you're a Korean indie dev doesn't mean you're going to be making a Korean cultural stuff, like, like Korean game. But, like, you probably, even if you're making some other based off of like other cultures, like you would still have a little bit in you as a person to actually like unintentionally kind of put into your game when you're designing and like creating something or so the game itself is kind of personal in a way, especially for indie game developers, right?
Yeah. And like I think the like you said, unintentionally, like those influences come in all the time. Like there's so many games that I grew up with where, you know, not intentionally, but like a lot of elements and a lot of different things that I really enjoyed about them came through in my game as well.
Right.
So you know, it's amazing how much you get influenced by stuff you see online and stuff you've played and you've kind of grew up with, and then people point out, it's like, oh, this reminds you of that. It's like, oh, I didn't even intend that, but you know, I definitely see it. So yeah, definitely has an impact.
Yeah, I see that too.
That's dope.
Yeah. So we kind of jumped in right into asking questions, but could you tell us a little bit about because we were just gonna have the trailer on, or I can actually do the trailer.
I think you could do it.
I can still do
I
it.
believe in you.
I can still do it because I can
Don't give up, George.
I can just pull out the trailer
Pull it out.
here.
You got it, bro. Me and Anthony believe in you.
Explore.
And Michael, you too, right?
Definitely.
Help friends
All right.
and embark on a heartfelt journey as a tiny robot in
I think you guys need an
Misc,
AV guy over there.
A Tiny Tale.
I'm playing right now. The trailer.
Hey, we don't see it.
After a mysterious
yeah.
explosion scatters
Great.
golden
This is a
cogs
good
across
trailer.
the land,
How does that
Buddy
work?
and
Hold
his
on.
best friend Backboy set out on an adventure to uncover
The
its
trailer
origins.
is very awesome.
In
There's
this
people
strange
jumping.
post-human
They're
world,
little.
you'll be exploring
Yeah,
familiar
robots.
landscapes from a tiny perspective. From backyards
Robots.
to playgrounds, abandoned sheds
Yeah,
Are you one of those people that don't like clinkers?
dude.
You jerk.
Does it work?
Oh, there you go.
Can you see it?
Woo! We
Yeah.
see something. Oh yeah, there we
luscious
go. Yay.
gardens. There's always something exciting to discover.
At least this works.
Your adventure begins as Buddy, a wobbly little fellow made from magnets and scrap parts. He's equipped with all sorts of useful tools that let him spring into the air and dive into action. His best friend isn't the most confident, but his peculiar cat Flick is always there to
I
lighten
honestly
the mood.
loved all the games.
Together,
or all the
you'll
characters
venture
here.
through different locations with many robots to help. Key to this adventure are the friends you'll make in each village. A simple conversation can really make a difference, you know, so don't be afraid to have a chat and help out. You'll meet bots from your local neighbors to some more outlandish friends. Big or small, mischievous, or maybe even a little in love. There's good to be made out there, so lend a hand and make a difference. Of course, spreading happiness usually leads to a shiny reward, but it might also open up new paths and maybe even a special chance to connect. That explosion really hit the village gates. Lucky for you, those golden cogs are the key to its repair. Collect at least 8 of the 10 cogs in each area. Some cogs are hidden in the scenery. Some are even locked behind tricky puzzles. Others are held onto by bots who have found unconventional uses for them. See if you can strike up a deal and make a trade.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
I like that.
I actually wanted to play the whole thing, but it's like 4 minutes, so I think the people might.
It's okay. Play the whole thing.
No, but I mean, I just want to talk about it before we kind of play the whole entire
go-
4 minutes, because there are people who are
ham.
actually listening on Spotify and stuff, you know.
Oh, Spotify.
Yeah.
Hi, Spotify.
Yeah, but anyways, so I heard
Anyways, he says. Yeah. Anyways,
I really did like all the characters. It kind of reminded me of a little bit of like Toy Story. It was Toy Story like is one of the inspirations to create this game at all, Michael?
I mean, not directly, but like I said, I'm sure it's kind of made its way in there because that was definitely something I grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
Like a big inspiration definitely was one of the games that a lot of our team members played, which was Chibi Robo.
Yep.
Definitely has like a big direct influence, but it's kind of a combination of like all sorts of stuff that we grew up with. So like you'll see a lot of elements of Pikmin, of course, Mario, Banjo Kazooie, that type of stuff in there. Yeah, we really wanted to build a world with just like all sorts of different characters. I think in the final game there's like 72 different characters that you can talk to and explore. So at each area, that was really like the fun element is just kind of seeing what each character is made up, because they're all made up of different items, and then being able to talk to them and see what their story is and how you can help them.
So like for what's like the main goal for this main character? Is it to try to like solve all these puzzles and try to like meet all these different people, or is there like a goal for this character?
Yeah. So the start of the game begins with a explosion that like sends all these golden cogs and all this trash and debris everywhere. And your goal is basically to go on this adventure with your best friend Bag Boy, and you are trying to basically make a difference in the world. So you'll talk to characters, and maybe they have a missing item, maybe they've got a personal issue, and you try to help them with that. And based on when you help them, you'll either get rewarded with cogs, which will help you repair gates and progress, or you'll also just get different points that you can use to kind of unlock different things. So the main gameplay, you'll be of course platforming a lot, but you'll also be cleaning things around you. So there's trash that you can collect, there's different piles of goo that you can scrub up, and there's different like underground challenges and stuff like that as well. But ultimately, you're trying to figure out what caused this explosion. And then once you kind of figure that out, there's this whole big story that unfolds from there.
Ooh, okay.
I like the part where if you're nice, you get shiny stuff. That was
I
exciting.
like shiny stuff.
I like shiny things. No, but it was kind of fun because it was like, if you're kind to people, you get nice stuff. Usually you have to beat somebody to death in a game to get that kind of stuff. But in this one, it's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Like that's honestly a big theme of the game. Like we literally have a meter that counts up as every act of kindness or difference you make, you get difference points.
Oh, wow.
And then from those, you're able to unlock letters from characters you don't get to meet on your journey that have heard about the difference you're making in the world, and they kind of share like their personal stories and their issues, and how you've kind of inspired them and helped them in an indirect way as well.
I like that.
Yeah.
I wish it was like that in real life. Like the nicer you were, the more money you made or something.
I mean,
like even if you ran a company and you're just a jerk, they're like, well, you're a jerk, so you get like $20. And he's like, but I run the company. He's like, yeah, but could be nicer.
I
think things would change.
Movie.
What was it again, Anthony?
Only in a Pixar movie.
hey, my gay! Don't dash my dreams, brother.
Yeah, but I mean, it happens sometimes, but I guess like it's not all the times. In like real life,
It's very rare.
Yeah, it's pretty rare. I think it's like people kind of get become, or I don't even know. Like some people were greedy.
It's
they
like
turn
you have a high chance
the lords. It happens.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's a cool little mechanic to have in the game.
Yeah, I actually do love it. It's probably like the best fit for playing on like Switch or something, Nintendo Switch, and like have your kids play it, because obviously this is one of the games that I'll probably let my daughter play when she grows up too, because like it's just so adorable. Like characters are very adorable, and the whole concept is to become very kind to other like surrounding creatures or cogs and stuff. So I think I'll bet a lot of like especially like parents would let their kids play this.
Definitely. And yeah, like we've released on Switch and Steam, and we've had a lot of our audience be on Switch, and definitely heard a lot of like emails and letters sent to us about how like they played it with their son or daughter, and just like even just people playing on their own. Like a lot of people connect to the story we've written, So like each chapter you go through, there's like a lot of different cinematics, and there's a whole story that unfolds there. And we've really put a lot of elements in it that we hope surprise people, and that thankfully it has surprised people and really connected with them. So yeah, we want people to come away from the game feeling a bit changed.
Oh, okay, I like that.
Yeah, I really do like that because I mean, it's also very nice that you're getting a lot of these emails. Like, they're actually appreciating your work. That must feel like so like satisfying or
Rewarding.
Yeah, rewarding and satisfying like at the same time because like you guys are probably kind of aimed at in a way when you guys are developing as well, right?
Yeah, no, it was crazy because like that was the one thing that we really wanted to focus on was like especially the story aspect. And you know, it's so hard to know whether you've like landed that or whether it resonates with people. So the first thing we did after we finished the game was like give it to a bunch of reviewers and let them have their reviews all come out at the same time. And like that was really nerve-wracking because like, you know, we didn't know what scores we were going to get. We didn't know if they were going to like complain about certain things. But even if people had like some minor issues here and there with like the performance on Switch and you know, that type of stuff, like people pretty much all around were really blown away by where the story goes and just didn't expect that this little like robot game could have that type of impact on them. So that was like that to me made like everything worth it. And then after that, when we actually released and saw people, you know, playing themselves, like it was really incredible to watch streamers play the game. Like we had a lot of people cry. We had a lot of people write to us, and even now, I think we're still on like 100% positive on Steam reviews after like 70 or 80 reviews. So it's been really great.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah, I think that must have been a heck of a ride.
Yeah, no, it was crazy.
You gotta imagine like the one person that was being mean about a game about being nice. like, I felt like the game was just too nice, and you're like, okay, well, maybe it's not for you.
Yeah, but I think it'll give you a lot of good memories to people. I think, especially the story. Like, how did you guys come up with the story itself? Like, did you guys base it off of like, you know, personal like experiences, or is it just like, you know, all from a creative side?
Yeah, no, we definitely based a lot of the different story elements from like our own personal things in life. Like, I mean, there's a lot of characters in the game that, like, obviously, not everyone is written from a personal perspective. But the core story and the core sort of themes that we explore are definitely based around growing up feeling different. So, you know, like all of our developers have kind of had that experience growing up, and we really wanted to kind of share what that's like and kind of different ways that people can help with that. And really all of that comes down to, you know, helping each other, being kind, being open, and kind of having the community come together. So those are really big core themes in the game. And I think because it comes from a personal place, it was really easy to write, and it was really easy to put together. I think people feel it stronger because of that.
So it was kind of a personal project.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, like
for
this
like
is
everybody on the team. So it felt probably really good.
It started out like completely as a passion project. Like I did not expect to like halfway through development we were able to get like government funding to help like finish the game and stuff. But
oh wow.
We did not get into this for like the business side or anything. We literally just wanted to make a good art piece or a good game. So
we had another developer from Australia on, and we actually looked up in Australia is like one of the 4th best countries to live in to make games, make video games.
No, there's been a lot of initiatives here by the government and like local and federal. And like we were lucky enough to get funding from both. So we got Screen West funding for production funding, and then Screen Australia funding as well. And so like at that time, that allowed me to leave my day job and work on the game full time for 2 years
Wow.
to finish development.
That's really nice.
It allowed
awesome.
me to hire more people and do contracting stuff with different people in Australia that we wanted to work on the game. So I know it's a lot harder to get that type of support in other countries. Some of it just kind of doesn't exist as well. So it's been amazing to see that kind of support. But at the same time, it's also very, very hard to get the support in the first place.
Yeah,
like it's great that
right.
it's available, but like the application for it, like it's so competitive. There's a lot of stuff you have to comply with. So within itself, it was very stressful, but I'm really honored to have it.
I mean, I think that's amazing they do that for you guys, though. Like, to be honest with you, like, that's super cool. I wish we would do that.
And also, I mean, since it's super competitive and you guys got it, the fact that you guys actually got it means that your game was actually touching and got a lot of people's minds very emotional, I guess.
Yeah. And it was crazy because like I mean we were really blown away to get the first one from Screen Australia, and I just kind of on a whim applied for the second one, the federal funding, and I did not expect to get it at all. I remember feeling kind of like guilty almost. I was like, oh, they should go to someone else.
You're like, oh, I'll take it, but I don't feel good about this.
Thank you, government. But yeah,
I mean, it's incredible to see that type of stuff. Like, I mean, over here, especially in Perth, because we're so small, like there was such a difference it made to the local developer community. And we've really seen like new opportunities pop up. It's really helped the community come together. Like, there's local meetups all the time. And yeah, like there's just so many great games you don't even know are coming out of Australia, and like it's totally transformed everything.
That's awesome. So, do they have a lot of those funding supports in the US, Anthony, or do you think they have like zero?
For government funding?
Like government funding for like helping out indie or game developers.
In America?
Yeah, in America.
Government funding, no.
They call them loans. They call them loans. And then you have to pay them back with like 20-something interest. Yeah.
Go to the bank.
Go to the
I feel
bank.
like we have a lot of big game developers in America, right? Especially like out of places like Seattle and whatnot. But almost 100% of the time, even though we would make money off games, there's this weird thing where we make money from video games, but there's always constant talk that video games are like the ruining of everything. So it just depends on who's in charge and how old they are. You know what I mean? But no, I don't think there is. Remember when we looked it up, America wasn't even in the top 10 of countries that gets funding from the government.
Even if there's funding, there's always going to be a huge catch.
Right.
There's always a catch.
Yeah, because like you have to pay back. It's basically like publishing deal or
payback, or they have rights to certain things about your game. So
yeah, and I guess the other side of it for like countries like America is like obviously there is a massive amount of big studios there, like here in Australia and especially in Perth, like there's literally no studios. So like if you are a game developer, like you're either basically indie or you go overseas. So like while you don't have funding in America, at least you do have the opportunity to maybe join a studio.
Right.
So I think that's kind of how the government here is trying to tackle it, is like grow these indie devs and grow these studios. Like Cult of the Lambs like has become a huge thing.
Oh yeah.
That's it's a beautiful game too.
It is.
Obviously Silksong as well. And like, there's these little games, quote unquote little games that have like started to become really big, and they will eventually turn into bigger studios that stay in Australia. Like there's now tax incentives to stay in Australia as well. So I think that's sort of the long term, is like build all these things up and then build the foundations here.
I was gonna say too, the one thing that I think is really wild, or not wild, but one thing that a lot of people I think are tracking now is Saudi Arabia is really trying hard.
Yes, they are. I mean, they have the money too. So
yeah, they bought that. They bought of course they bought the thing. Now they're investing in esports. So they're pushing hard for it. And I mean, why wouldn't you, right? It's the biggest cash grab you can get if you do right, So, and it's easier than drilling for oil. Let's be honest.
Because I think especially for like these different countries, they realize they probably have been investing in different like media of entertainments, but then they do realize that gaming is the biggest, like probably one of the biggest media to kind of tackle into, and then they do kind of also realize that movie industry has kind of, I don't know, it feels like
fizzled.
Yeah, because of the whole like Netflix and all that, people don't even go to the movie theaters anymore, so they're like, oh yeah, why not just invest in gaming and stuff as well.
And I feel like some titles you definitely know you're going to make money off of. You know what I mean, when you put them out. And indie, and sometimes if you, sorry, go ahead, Michael.
Thing with the funding bodies here, like Screen West and Screen Australia, both of them started in like the film industry.
Yeah,
like they didn't really start adapting games into it until these funds started to come out, and like I was really shocked that it took that long to begin with, but then like even after they've kind of incorporated it, like I know a lot of the people on these teams, and there's a very small amount of people working just in the game section. So like there's a lot that they have to kind of explain the difference between like the world of movies and the rules there, and then the world of game development, because like obviously the production of a movie or a film or whatever is so different to a game. Like games can take multiple years before you even have like anything, but like you can film and get everything done pretty quickly in a movie. So like how that plays out in funding and how that timeline plays out in production was just totally different.
Yeah, I would feel like too, though. Yeah, you could probably get a movie done faster, but I mean, some games cost a lot too. But at least games you can stay in one studio. You don't have to go to a bunch of different countries, and you have to hire stuntmen and all that stuff. So yeah, it's quite a bit.
I mean,
that's
if it's a big game project, they do hire stuntmen.
Yeah, you're right. They do have stuntmen for putting on the old ball suit and flopping around, huh?
We did not have stuntmen.
You did not have that? You didn't have stuntmen? You did all the stunts, Michael?
Yeah.
He's like, you see all the jumps, the jumble jumps? That's me. I was floating in midair. It's no big deal. Super cool.
See this boost? This boost happened here in this scene.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this one right here. I got that making a game. I'm a game stunt man. No big deal. No, yeah, no, I think that's super cool. I'm excited as a nerd to see the future of gaming. Hopefully it doesn't go to the point where it's money becomes the only draw though. That's why I like indie teams like yours that are a lot of heart, and you know what I mean, and they build stuff that's a passion project. I'm almost always pleasantly surprised when I play an indie game that's built with passion and heart.
Well, I think it's been interesting seeing how the industry's evolved, because like obviously it's getting more expensive and more like the timeline for making a game is just getting bigger and bigger, especially for these AAA studios. But then you have like more opportunities for indie devs to not only show off their game and have tools more available to make them, but then you're kind of seeing like this difference in price point, right? Like Nintendo is starting to sell their games for like 110 Australian, and then like our game is 30 Australian, 20 American, and like pretty much the same amount of like playtime as a majority of their games. And a lot of people kind of see that value. It's like, oh, do I want to get like the latest AAA game, or do I want like 5 different quality indie games?
Yeah. I err on the second side to be truthful with you. And I'm rarely, I don't know. It just, that's one thing that, that's actually, I mean, if you look it up, there's a lot of conversation around that happening right now with, the fact that some indie games are feeling like they're more powerful than AAA titles, especially when it comes to how well they do, how little budget they cost. a lot of people are going back to loving that retro feel. And so it's like Silk Song and stuff like, I mean, that's not retro, but it's cartoon, side scrolling. That's beautiful. You know what I mean? Dave the Diver, all those games. It's just amazing.
I wonder if it's because the resources.
I sometimes I like it when it's artsy or like pixels and stuff like that. Or I don't.
Do you think there are more resources available now when it comes to making games compared to what it was like 10 or 15 years ago? I didn't even think about it.
Me or Michael?
Definitely are.
I would say,
just general thinking.
There's a lot more, like, especially a lot more free resources. I mean, even like 3D modeling, you don't need to pay for anything if you just use Blender.
Yeah.
Like we use Unreal Engine, which, as long as you don't earn over I think it's your first million, it's completely free.
That's nice. That's really nice. Once you go over $1 million, they'll, hey, buddy, you better hook us up.
And so, like, there's so much. There's so many resources online, especially, like I'm a self-taught developer. I never went to like university or anything.
Dang.
Like I learned everything through YouTube and the internet and that type of stuff. So
all right.
Wasn't there there's what country did I see that they actually put out a lot of titles, and their university for game design is literally free. Like they can just go free and learn how to make video games.
Is that in Germany?
It's like it's like Switzerland or Germany or something like that, and they come out with game after game, and they're bangers. They're all bangers. I mean, of course, they're AAA titles, but imagine going to college for free to learn how to make a video game and then making video games. Like
that's gotta be the
that'd
dream.
be dope. That would, yeah.
It's not too late, Zach. It's not too late to apply.
I'm really old.
They'll accept you for the passion of it.
Yeah, I mean, I would. But I think I would rather do like marketing and stuff for a company, though.
But I think it's very like Anthony was saying too. Like it's in terms of like resources, it feels like there's so much more compared to like 10 years ago or 15 years ago, 5 years ago, because like Michael said, as you're like self-taught developer, that in itself, it means that you have used the resources that are available to even teach yourself to develop the game. And also on top of that, you have all these different, programs and platforms and apps and all that. So you can kind of make use of it to actually, some people like, it's not free, but like all you need is like your passion and like effort to actually start doing it. Versus in the past, like you have zero resources, and you actually have to start paying in order to actually even initiate
or do it all yourself and never get out, never turn anything out. You're like, I've been working on this game for 20 years. You see that old lady from
Titanic.
That old lady from Titanic. She's like, it's been 84 years. Still working, still coding it. Just. You know what? That reminded me too. Did you guys hear about the game developer Owlcat gave away all their resources? They said you guys can use these for free. They're game resources. They're RPG developer, Owlcat.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty cool. They're just like, here, you can use our resources. We don't care. And then Nintendo's like, if you catch animals and use them to fight, that's ours.
if your character jumps, that's ours.
If he jumps with a fist and spread legs, I'm watching you, buddy. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I do that in the real world, and I look around to see if there's any Nintendo people. Like,
if your character is wearing a red hat, I'm watching you. Like
the mustache.
Yeah, the mustache. Oh,
no, his mustache goes up. He's got.
Oh yeah, yours can go down to avoid the copyright, right?
I'm a Wario. I'm the Wario of the group. Yeah. So you said like this game was a passion project between all your people, and that it was something that was kind of derivative of how you guys were raised or how you came up and you felt different. Was any of the characters modeled after any of the people in your development team, like in the game?
I mean, not directly, but I think like there's a lot of characters we strongly relate to. Like, it was really fun to kind of design them around, I guess, different traits of ourselves. I mean, I know the character Bag Boy, I see a lot of myself in, and I've put a lot of like sort of my personal stories in there. But it's all kind of I guess a mishmash of different things that we've gone through and different personality traits we have. One of the fun things though was there's a cat and a dog in the game, and we did get our cat and dog to record those voices.
Oh,
So there's a little bit of stuff like that.
That's
there's,
awesome.
there's a few puzzles in the game, like literal puzzles that you like pick up each piece and put them in a place. And they have like they make up a photo of like my dog. So there's some Easter eggs in there.
I mean, that's
I just want to see people recording their animal like falling around with a mic. Like, come on.
Yeah, I just had to like shake some food and meow.
You just had it.
Yeah,
you're like success. That's super. What's your dog's name?
I have a dog called Jelly and a cat called Lilo.
oh,
Lilo. Did you put their name in like the credits?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Had
Nice.
to.
You didn't want them to sue. That's
Yeah.
understandable. They're like, hey man, listen, I put some work in there. I need to be in the credits.
Yeah. I need 1 year supply of catnips.
Or the cat lawyer comes like "Meow," with a little briefcase. You got to sign on this line right here. That'd be dope.
yeah.
What?
Are you gonna try
Again?
I'm gonna try again, but
Really?
if it's not gonna work.
It's
He's-
working.
Oh, it's working. Sorry.
It's kind of working.
we're-
Do you want me to hum the theme song for you?
No, it's fine. No, we can just keep recording. I've been recording the whole thing anyways, so it's fine.
This is part 2.
Yeah, this is because this is more convenient for me. But anyways, so I had a bunch of questions, or not bunch, but like several questions that was asked by one of our writers, Cassie, because she played
She's
your
amazing.
game and she actually absolutely loved your game, Michael. She specifically asked me to ask you this question. So first question by Cassie, thank you, Cassie, is if you guys have any plans to make a sequel or something similar in the future.
To be announced.
Oh,
Oh
Okay.
no!
okay.
Poor
The
Cassie.
famous
She's
last
gonna be
word.
sitting on her.
I will say, that we wrote the story in the game in a way where we've left things open, and I've had so much fun developing this game. Like this is my first commercial game. I mean, it took a long time. It took 5.5 years, even with funding.
Oh wow.
Oh wow!
But like I feel like I've learned a lot, and there's definitely more stories we want to tell. There's more games we want to make. Whether it's in this universe or not, I'd love to explore what's next. So
Okay.
yeah.
That's super awesome. So I think she did mention that okay, I'm just gonna read the thing she said. To let him know that I love this game. It is one of my favorite games I played this year, especially in the indie scene.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah, I'm
that's so
reading
crazy
some-
to hear. Like especially I mean there's so many incredible indies released this year. Like I just came back, like I said earlier, from Melbourne because our game was up for nomination for excellence in debut. Sadly, didn't win.
I mean, but
Oh,
still,
boo.
yeah.
even being
Where do those people
nominated,
live?
like,
We'll switch
it
that
was-
around.
it was crazy just being nominated and going there because like it was up against like I think it was like 72 other games, and to be like the top 3 of that, and this being our first project, like it's just an honor. So
Okay,
I see.
that's super dope. And I'm looking at some of your guys's all thumbs up reviews here, and there's a lot of them that are like this one right here is like 33 hours long. They've been playing your game.
that's impressive.
Yeah.
How long did
Extremely
they
well
leave it
put
open?
together,
Insane.
even with its heavy inspiration from Chibi Robo. It delivers its own experience and story. 33.1 hours. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like rarely any of these are below 10 hours. So people are playing the bejesus out of your game.
Yeah. Like the main story, like if you just kind of power through it, it's about 6 to 8 hours. But
wow.
we've got a lot of unlockables in there. We really tried to build each chapter to be like satisfying to go back and 100% it. There's a lot of people
Love that.
I've seen that like they're like, I'm not going to the next chapter until this is 100% done. Like I need to
Wow.
get that. So
And I mean, I'm guessing you probably just have one ending though.
yeah,
Or is
it's
there
only
multiple?
one ending, but like there's different. We've got an entire. The main unlockable is a gallery of like both concepts, art, and different pieces like that. But also, it's got like developer notes and like bits about the lore as well. So people really like that. Like I scanned in like 5 years worth of sketches from books that I have around the
Wow.
house. And it was really cool to see like the initial idea that I've really poorly sketched out and then seeing the final result after.
That's crazy.
That is.
You got one review on here from 105.4 hours on
Damn.
record. Yeah. That's a
They
freaking
must have
lot.
left it open on Steam.
I don't know. It says if you're reading this review, decide whether to play this game, then get it. It is way better than you think. And well, yes, I have too many hours in the game.
I mean, it's like one of those reviews where
63,
music
7
is
point.
good, you want to stay in the music area forever and not leave.
Do you guys got good jams on there?
We got some great music in the game. We wrote 3 original songs in the game as well. So we've got a singer songwriter who collaborated with us, and it was really fun to kind of incorporate that, and works really well with our more cinematic moments in the game. But then our core soundtrack like was done by my friend Bernard, and he's done an incredible job. Like the vibes are so like fun at times, sad at times, and like it's just I constantly listen to the music of the game.
Is it available on YouTube if I type it in?
Yeah,
Only
it's
the music part of it.
on everything. If you just type in like Misc OST,
Okay.
you'll get it.
Oh yeah, heck yes! I'm gonna listen to
We're
that.
on Spotify too for Spotify listeners.
What? Shut
right.
the front door.
I'm jamming that while I'm working today. Oh yeah.
He will too. He sounds like he's not serious, but he's serious.
I'm doing it.
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
100%.
I'm always looking for a good jam to listen to when I'm working.
He is. I don't know. I never worked around him like that. So.
I'm always on your streams, so that's why I'm kind of distracted all the time. I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh, I'm
but
sorry,
anyways,
my stream's fun though.
yeah, both of your streams are fun.
Yeah, his is too. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I watched
I actually didn't ask you this, but like, how many people are in your team?
So it kind of fluctuates a little bit. So we have 3 core developers: myself, Bernard, our music composer, and Chris, our 2D artist. So we've been on the project throughout the whole thing, and we're like the most dedicated to it. But then now and then we'll have different people come in for specific jobs. So we worked with our singer-songwriter on the 3 tracks a few years ago. We had some programming assistants here and there. We had a few people come in for different level design assistants as well. So it's sort of flexible, but like obviously, if you want to check out the full credits, then play the game and see the credits, or just open up the options menu and see the credits. But it was really incredible just working with all these different people and having their little touch added to their game. I really loved kind of having that perspective where someone would come in with this different idea that you just never thought of, and trying to get it to work well with our world and our game. So it was really fun.
That's awesome. I think one of the, especially if you're working as a team as an indie game developer, I think that's one of the core values that you're going to be getting while you're creating the game, like developing the game. Is like teamwork. You're working with different people. If you have, if you're outsourcing or doing a little bit work with other people, like partnering up for, like especially a lot of devs are struggling with like music, and so I think that itself should be a little bit frustrating, but at the same time like fun, because you get to meet a lot of different people in different places.
And like that was the main thing. Like I mean, I work on, like, I carried a lot of hats as the lead developer. Like all the 3D models, all the art, all the dialogue and programming and stuff was done by myself. But I can't I can't do music at all. So it's really great to work with a music composer for that. And then like even the 2D art stuff, I got him on because like there was just different characters and different ideas that I couldn't execute as well. So it's I think like there's a lot you can do yourself as an indie dev, and you know, you see like solo projects all the time, but one thing I really don't like is where there's like they say that, you know, it's made by one person, but then they've obviously like grabbed things from other people or like, you know, contracted someone to help out, and they kind of don't credit them. And it's like,
you gotta credit them.
It takes a lot of work, and you know, I wouldn't be here without the help of the people around me.
Every hand matters.
I think everyone that contributes to a game matters. I mean, that's how it should go. Like
100%.
Yeah, there's no.
I would definitely, even if there's somebody who just brought coffee, I'm like, coffee man, put him in a coffee man, pizza dude. You know,
like
just
the cat and the dog deserve the credit. So
100%, 100%, 100%.
I mean, and it's just cute. All right.
Yeah.
They may never know, but you'll look back and they'll be on the credits like, I remember that day. That was my favorite dog. You know, I don't know. That's probably not how you're going to sound, but that's how I would sound.
I think I've seen like an indie game developers like website where they have like team page, and then they even put their dogs in there too, like the lead operation dog or something. I don't know. Like they gave him like even a title and position.
Lead operation dogs.
Something.
The best part is like when you see them put the actual pictures inside the game.
Yeah.
Like you go walk around and then you see, oh, what's that picture? And like, oh, it's probably the developer team or
it's
one of the pets.
Basically like the Easter egg.